Okay, so today we're going to be changing spark plugs on a 2015 Jeep Patriot. It's got the 2.4 liter non-cvt. I already changed my spark plugs before, but I had a request to do this, so I'm going to walk you through the steps by removing and reinstalling one of the spark plugs, and the rest just follow suit the same order or across the engine. So the spark plugs I used were NGK Iridiums. They're supposedly a 100,000 mile spark plug. I still believe in doing them more frequently than that. Chrysler recommends 30,000 miles. These aren't going to give you like awesome fuel mileage or any great claims. These are really just going to help your engine run a little better. Chrysler puts coppers in them to begin with, and I have no problems using coppers. I just chose Iridiums this time. So the part number on these is the Zulu Foxtrot Romeo 5 Foxtrot India X-Ray TAC 11. If you go to AutoZone, I believe these were like $3 or $4 a piece, maybe a little more than that. Tools you need: so you're going to need your spark plug gap tool, 99 cents in any parts store. You're going to need a ratchet, a spark plug socket, in particular the 5/8. And the one thing you want to make sure of when you're doing this is, you can't really see it in there, but there's a little rubber boot inside of that spark plug socket. That's what's going to help hold the spark plug on when you remove it. And you're also going to need Torx bits. In particular, T30 is going to be the one that holds your coils on. So let's go out here and I'll show you how to remove them and reinstall them. So first thing you want to do is remove the engine cover. It's pretty obvious, but hey, some people overlook silly things. We're going to set this down somewhere where I can hopefully show you what I'm doing. Alright. So as you can see, I already got one coil removed, and that just drops in there. There's no spark plug in that though right now, so I don't really want to do that. But I'm going to show you how to remove the other ones here. I'll put that up there. So you take your T30, you got these little sockets holding your or bolts holding your coils on. Just gotta put that on there and pop this guy loose. And you want to get these back in the right order. Luckily enough, the wires are only long enough to go to their individual cylinder, so you can't really put them in wrong, but I'm sure people will find a way. They're gonna have a little resistance coming out. One thing you want to look at when you're pulling them out, you see this little line right here? That's expected, but if there's oil below that line, then you're gonna have to replace your valve cover gasket. That means oil is getting down in the hole there and getting all over the spark plug, potentially causing a misfire. Other things that cause misfire is your coil itself. If your coil goes bad, just go buy one of these at AutoZone. Probably about 50-60 bucks a piece. I'm not 100% sure. Haven't had that problem yet. Next up, you're going to drop your spark plug socket down in there with an extension, and then you're going to break this loose. Now these are usually going to be fairly tight because they get torqued down pretty good from the factory, but they don't have a super high torque spec on them, so when you do them, you don't want to press them down all the way because you may end up stripping the threads in your cylinder head. That would be a bad day because then you'd have to take the head off to get it retapped, and that's not a cheap thing to do. Once it's free, you can just kind of spin them out by hand. And things you want to look at when they're out is you want to look at the condition of the plug. If it's white or dark, it'll indicate how the engine's running. Mine are pretty clean. This engine's still fairly new. It's only got about 45,000 on it. Well, not even 45,000. I think we're at 40,000. Sorry, that's not focused very good, is it? Forgot I zoomed in. Alright, anywho. So that's how you take them out. And when you gap these, I'm going to take you back in the garage here, show you how to gap them. There is no gap spec listed under the hood on my model. However, some models may have a gap spec listed under the hood. That's the one you want to follow. What I found online in the owner's manuals, when you want to gap to about 40 to 44 thousandths, and you just want to slide this little gap tool in. See, it starts at the narrowest end, kind of work your way up, and then just past 40 thousandths is where I'm at. Like I said, I just put these in a little while ago, about 6,000, 8,000 miles ago, give or take, so they're still good. They can go back in. One thing you want to do when you are reinstalling them, I don't think I have any, which is kind of a bad thing, is you want to put anti-seize on them. AutoZone sells this. It's just a little packet of grease, well, it's not really grease. It's a formula that keeps the spark plugs from locking up. Now I did anti-seize these when I put them in the first place, so I'm just gonna wing it and hope they don't re-anti-seize up. It's just a little silver goop. You just want to put a little bit on the threads. That way when you thread it back in, they won't lock up in the head. And then right here, this little ring you see on the bottom here, it's a little crush gasket. So when you're tightening down your spark plugs, you want to make sure that gets good and crushed as you're tightening them down in there, because that helps them seal up. That's part of the torquing them down, but like I said, you don't really want to over torque them, because then you end up stripping out your head. Now I'm going to go ahead and reinstall this. Like I said, I'm putting the same one back in because I already did this. I'm just fulfilling a request. So always start them by hand, and I kind of go all the way down by hand until they stop turning, and then I just give them that final tightening by the ratchet once it's in. Alright. Just a nice little tight pull. That one's good to go. And then you drop your coil back in. We'll make sure it clicks down on the plug. Put your bolt back in. And that doesn't take much torque at all on that little bolt. Again, I just run them down by hand and then give them a final little bump with the ratchet and call it a day. Just like so. And that one's good. Alright. I'm going to put that one back in here in a little bit, and then you put your cover back on, start your engine. Nothing should sound out or any inconsistencies with how it ran before. Should maybe start a little smoother, idle a little smoother. I know ours idled a little shaky before we did the spark plugs, and then when we did it, they came out alright, so started running a lot better. Like I said, the claims of improved fuel mileage and this and that, you're not going to get much of, because that's really just an advertising ploy for companies to sell you expensive spark plugs. So avoid them. Like I said, I just did NGK out of preference. You could do Champions, copper, any of that. It's all what they had originally. So if you have any more requests, send me a comment. Let me know what you want done, and I'll see if I can do it for you. All right, y'all have a good day.